Alright, here we go. Alright, off we go. It's Talkin' Sports with Ryan and Corey on the BWC Network. I'm Ryan Hartson. He's Corey Bender. And my semi-permanent co-host as we take off for the first time in like 3 months.
Something like that.
Getting ready to break down the NFL playoffs. So I'm glad we could get you healthy for playoff time.
Right.
I have been working hard labor on these segments. I've been working mercilessly on these segments.
Yeah.
And I would just like to say that with my comments and my opinions on Tim Tebow, I may have single-handedly destroyed the company. Because the things I said about Tim Tebow were very rude, very inappropriate, and I wasn't taking shots at his game. I was taking personal shots at his religion, at his mother. I think he's a homosexual. I was claiming him to be a cult leader and a very violent individual.
Yeah.
And since then, our viewership has dropped 600%.
Yeah.
like, I really screwed up. Am I going to apologize? No. Because I thought it was fair game. Because it's all fair game. We're all out there, and we all have the ability to take shots at each other, and that's fine.
Yep.
But we're here to break down NFL football.
For the five of you.
We are going to break down the wildcard games. There are 4 of them this weekend.
Yep. As usual.
So we're going to have 1 segment per game.
Yep.
Your favorite game. Please feel free to go right ahead and catch that one. And we'll start with the playoff game that I could make the argument, and I believe I would be correct in saying that this is not a playoff game.
Yeah.
This is just week 18 of the regular season, if you will.
Yeah.
Bengals and Texans.
Ooh.
How on God's green earth did the Bengals even make the playoffs? Well, they played the second easiest schedule in the sport behind the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
They have Andy Dalton, who's a solid quarterback. He's a solid prospect going into the future. He'll be very good
Same thing
later
with
in his
Green.
career.
He's a great receiver.
AJ Green is a
great
very good
development.
receiver, and they got something going there. But this team is young, inexperienced, and dumb and immature,
Yep.
similar to the Detroit Lions. And they snuck into the playoffs, and I guess good for them. And on the other side, you got the Houston Texans, who are just the mash unit of the NFL this
Injured
year.
to hell.
Arian Foster, Matt Schaub, Andre Johnson, Mario Williams. Mario Williams and Schaub are out for the season. Those are some of your best players, some of the best players in
And
the
now
game.
they have their third-string quarterback, T.J. Yates, going to be playing.
Yeah,
this
Matt
game.
Leinart with the collarbone, and now you got T.J. Yates with the separated shoulder.
Yeah.
So you might even see Jake Delhomme in this
Oh,
game.
boy.
Blast from the past.
Gosh.
Jake Delhomme. Jake Delhomme.
Dale Homie.
Because I used to not be able to pronounce his name. I used to
Wow.
say Delhomme.
Wow.
That's a story for a different day. So what's going on with this game, Corey?
It's just unsexy. Like, there's nothing good about this game. Like, it's only going to be for the fans of these two teams. All I can see, I think the Bengals will probably end up having the better matchup because the Texans are just so injured to hell that I don't know if they're going to be able to stand with this, Bengals team that has most of their starters. And I just think Andy Dalton is a better quarterback than T.J. Yates. Even if Andre Johnson's going to be playing this game, he still has injuries like crazy, and he always is injured. So you never know.
Which quarterback would you have in this game? TJ or Andy?
I'll take Andy, I guess.
Take Dalton, better quarterback. He's been better down the stretch.
He plays great with AJ Green and whoever else is his receivers.
TJ Yates threw for almost 950 yards, 3 touchdowns. Way to not have the interceptions on the list here. And damn you, NFL.com. Andy Dalton had a nice year, thrown for 33. Man, they talked about him. Oh, this Andy Dalton Rookie of the Year crap. What a load of crap. Look at this.
Nah.
He threw for 3,300 yards.
Yeah. Ben Cam Newton had like what? 33
He threw for
touchdowns and
4,000
yards.
for 4,000 yards. This kid threw for 3,300 yards. That's not impressive.
Yeah.
It's like really mediocre.
Yeah.
300 for 516. I mean, he's at 60% completion, which is fine, but
Yeah.
they clearly are running the ball a lot.
Yep.
And oh well. I mean, the offense very average. Defensively, they're kind of average. Texans are very good defensively.
Yeah.
However, on offense, they're completely inept. So this comes down to, on both sides of the ball, the Bengals are average, and the Texans are inept on one side of the football.
Yeah.
And I guess I'll take average over inept.
Yeah.
It's amazing we're talking about a playoff game because this is horrid.
Yes,
This is
it is.
completely awful.
If the Texans are healthy in this game, they'd be winning it, but just going off this is terrible.
I don't know what I like here.
I don't really like anything. The only thing that's going for the Texans is that they're going to be playing at home, and there's some stat that they won most of their games at home this year. So They play pretty good there, but otherwise, there's just nothing sexy about this game at all.
I'm going to take the Bengals. I
Yeah.
tweeted my picks yesterday. So I'm going because I couldn't remember who I picked, and I don't want to change from what I said on Twitter
Yeah.
because I'm, OCD about that. I took the Bengals because Dalton's just a little better than TJ Yates.
Yeah.
I'd say that's the logic behind it, and I don't think the Texans are going to be able to move the ball enough.
No.
Your thoughts? Who do you like in this football game?
I would
And
like the Bengals. I think they're going to run the ball pretty decently on the defense. The defense is playing okay, but, I mean, I'd have to take the Bengals. Better quarterback.
All right, so we're both on the Bengals for the first one.
Yep.
Moving on, we will move on to the other AFC game, Pittsburgh and Denver. We're going to get Tebow time with Ben Roethlisberger. We'll move on to that next. It's Talkin' Sports with Ryan and Corey on the BWC Network.